Hey everybody, there's a video up on YouTube that you just have to see. If you haven't seen it yet, it is an absolute must-see. The good news is I'm going to share a little bit of it in this video lesson. The better news, in our member portal, we're going to have just a huge breakdown of this video. But for right now, I want you to pay attention to something. This video on the internet is called the Hot Crazy Matrix. And honestly, besides the fact that it's 100% true and it's absolutely hilarious, the bigger lesson to be learned here isn't necessarily in the content of what this guy is trying to get across. It's his inner game. One of the things that I teach is inner game. You see, your inner game is what you truly believe about yourself. It's how impervious you are to criticism or doubt or depression or fear. And I want you to see in this video his body language, his posture, his confidence, everything on there. I mean, there is an absolute imperviousness to this guy. This guy, when he walks in the room, is completely different than everybody else. There's no timidity, there's no fearfulness, and the last thing you'll ever find in this guy's personality is being a beta. So go ahead and watch this, and as you do, I'm going to note in here some things in the video that really highlight what it means to have an absolutely strong inner game. And you'll just watch how this guy takes over the room. The great news is that this could be you. This is exactly what I teach guys. So to get more of this and to get a really detailed breakdown of this, you got to be a member and you got to go into our members portal. If you haven't done that yet, it's time to get started. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Here's part of the Hot Crazy Matrix.
You have your crazy axis and your hot axis. Hot is, as usual, measured from 0 to 10. We're all familiar with that. Crazy is measured from 4 to 10 because, of course, there's no such thing as a woman who's not at least a 4 crazy. So you got 4 to 10. This is your hot crazy line right here. Very important that you keep in mind where the hot crazy line is. As a rule, this is your no-go zone. We do not hang around and date and marry women who are not, at least in our mind, a 5. So this is your no-go zone. You don't go here. We just rule this out. Life is better this way. That's the way it is. All right. Above a 5 and to about an 8 and below the crazy line, this is your fun zone. You can hang out here and meet these girls and spend time with them. That's your fun zone, but keep in mind when you're in the fun zone, you want to move out of the fun zone to a more permanent location. Okay? So that's the fun zone above a 5, hot, below an 8, hot, and below the crazy line. This means these are most of the time not crazy. Okay? Above the danger zone, above the crazy line, we have the danger zone. This is your redheads, your strippers, anyone named Tiffany. This is hairdressers. This is where your car gets keyed. You get a bunny in the pot. Your tires get slashed, and you wind up in jail. Below a 5 crazy, and above an 8 hot. This is your unicorn zone. These things don't exist. If you find a unicorn, please capture it safely, keep it alive. We'd like to study it and maybe look at how to replicate that. Okay? So I was explaining this to a guy one time, and he said, wait a minute. I met this girl, and she's like smoking hot. She's like at least a 9, and she's chill. She's totally cool. She's like not even a 3 crazy. I said, you're telling me you've met a girl, she's a 9 hot, and she's like a 2 or a 3 crazy. He said, yeah, man, I like her a lot. I said, you should be careful. That's a dude. You're talking to a tranny. So you got to be careful, because down here below a 4 crazy and above an 8 hot, you're probably talking to a dude.